Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a thrilling episode of NWA 392, Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. I'm Bob Caudle, and with me is the one and only David Crockett. Tonight, we have an electrifying card lined up for you, featuring some of the fiercest competitors in the wrestling world. Opening singles match. We kick things off with Mike Jackson taking on Thunderfoot, accompanied by number 1 Paul Jones. Will Jackson's agility outpace the raw power of Thunderfoot? Singles showdown. Next up, the Italian Stallion faces off against Austin Idol, who will have Baby Doll in his corner. It's a clash of styles and charisma that you won't want to miss. NWA World Tag Team US Tag Team Tournament first round matches. The tag team action begins with Hercules Hernandez and Perez, managed by Gary Hart, battling it out against the Lightning Express Brad Armstrong and Tim Horner. Which team will advance to the next round? Then, brace yourselves for the powerhouse duo Scott Steiner and Rick Steiner as they go head-to-head with the Zambi Express, Kareem Muhammad and Akeem, with Sir Oliver Humperdink steering the ship. In a match that's sure to be talked about, Tajo Khan and the Assassin, joined by number 1 Paul Jones, take on the legendary team of Ricky Steamboat and Superfly Jimmy Snuka. Expect high-flying action and technical prowess. And in our main event, Moondog Rex and Moondog Spot, also with number 1 Paul Jones, challenge Magnum TA and the United States heavyweight champion and recent Bunkhouse Stampede champion Ron Simmons. It's a battle of the titans you simply can't afford to miss. Stay tuned, because all this and more is coming up on NWA 392, Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. Let's get ready to rumble. In a grueling contest of wills, Mike Jackson and Thunderfoot number 1 clashed in a match that tested both their limits. The battle began with Jackson securing a wrist lock, but Thunderfoot quickly turned the tables with a hair-pull takedown. As the minutes ticked by, Thunderfoot's aggressive tactics like an eye rake and side suplex racked up points, but Jackson's resilience shone through, enduring the punishment without scoring. The tide began to turn as Jackson executed a series of precise maneuvers, including a leg dive takedown and a right-hand smash, chipping away at Thunderfoot's lead. Despite Thunderfoot's attempts at pins and his relentless offense, Jackson's arm drag takedown and a spectacular dropkick series brought him back into contention. As the match approached its climax, Jackson's body slams and a punch to the midsection demonstrated his determination to overcome Thunderfoot's brutal side headlocks and suplexes. The end came after Paul Jones interfered and kicked Jackson in the ribs. Thunderfoot scores the pinfall victory. Bob Caudle, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. We've got an electrifying atmosphere here as we're about to witness a 16-team tournament that will shake the very foundation of professional wrestling. With the Road Warriors gone to Stampede Wrestling, taking the NWA belts with them, and Greg Valentine and Paul Orndorff vacating the United States Tag Team titles, the stakes have never been higher. The winners of this grueling tournament will be crowned the new NWA World Tag Team Champions, while the teams placing 3rd and 4th will clash for the coveted US Tag Team titles. It's a night of high stakes and even higher tensions. And now, folks, I bring to you a man who needs no introduction, the mastermind behind the formidable force known as Paul Jones' Army, number 1 Paul Jones himself.
Paul Jones, Bob, can you feel it, brother? The air is charged with anticipation, and Paul Jones' army is primed for battle. We've assembled a formidable lineup, including the Assassin, Tajo Khan, the Moondogs, and our newest recruit, Thunderfoot, the victor of our opening match. We're not just a team, we're a movement, and we're marching unyieldingly to the summit. Ricky Steamboat and Jimmy Snuka, you may hold the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion title, but you're looking at the future right here. Tajo Khan and the Assassin are going to dismantle you piece by piece in the first round of the World Tag Team title tournament. And let's not forget the Moondogs, who are hungry for victory and ready to take down Magnum TA and Ron Simmons. This is more than a tournament, Bob. This is our destiny. Paul Jones' army is on the ascent, and there's no force on this earth that can halt us. We're going to bulldoze through the competition and seize what's rightfully ours, the NWA World Tag Team Championships. And when the dust settles, the world will bow to the new sovereigns of the wrestling realm, Paul Jones' Army. In our next match, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion Austin Idol will face the Italian Stallion. followed by his manager Baby Doll. Idol means looks like he means business. Idol made quick work of the Italian Stallion, making a statement in here on Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling TV. Idol goes on the attack in Tay first minute and applies his signature sleeper hold and finishes Stallion off with a shot to the face and then a pin. Stay tuned, we will be back with the first round of the tag team tournament.
Hi, wrestling fans, Bob Caudle and Johnny Weaver. Welcome to Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling, the most exciting hour in television.
The following is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Gary Harts at a combined weight of 515 pounds. And their opponents at a combined weight of 475 pounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. We kick off our 16-team tag tournament featuring the top teams in the NWA, all vying for the two coveted belts, the World Tag Title and the US Title. Our first match pits the number 3 ranked NWA tag team, the Lightning Express, Brad Armstrong and White Lightning Tim Horner, as they take on Gary Hart's team of Al Perez and Hercules Hernandez. The match starts out strong for Armstrong and Horner as they take the fight directly to Perez and Hernandez, who are both top 10 ranked singles competitors. The Lightning Express shocked their opponents with an aggressive approach that they seemed to not be able to match in the early minutes. Brad Armstrong looked strong as he executed numerous strikes that stunned his opponents. Horner and Armstrong continued to show off why they have that number 3 ranking, working over their much larger opponents with side headlocks and strike moves to the arms and legs. But Hernandez and Perez make a comeback with their power moves and briefly turn the tide in their favor. It looked like the momentum was clearly in Armstrong and Horner's favor, especially after Al Perez was injured in the 14th minute, but Hercules Hernandez caught Horner in a bear hug while Armstrong was dealing with a ringside distraction. The extremely powerful bear hug by Hercules was too much for Horner, who tapped out, giving Hercules and Al Perez the victory. The Zambi Express, managed by the cunning Sir Oliver Humperdink,
clashed with the powerhouse duo of the Steiner brothers in an electrifying tag team match officiated by referee Scrappy McGowan.
The match kicked off with Scott Steiner and Kareem Muhammad squaring off. Kareem quickly took control, delivering a series of right-hand smashes that left Scott reeling. Scott absorbed the punishment and swiftly tagged in his brother, Rick Steiner, to turn the tide. Rick entered the ring, only to be met with relentless stomps from Kareem Muhammad. Despite the onslaught, Rick managed to tag Scott back in. Scott wasted no time making an impact, hitting Elijah with his signature Frankensteiner. Rick Steiner tagged back in, continuing the offensive push for his team. The Zambi Express attempted a double team on Rick, but he reversed their efforts, showcasing his strength with a belly-to-belly suplex on Elijah Akeem, leaving the crowd in awe. Elijah Akeem regained his composure and retaliated with a powerful elbow drop from the corner. Rick took the hit and fought valiantly to regain control. Elijah continued his assault with a series of stomps, keeping Rick on the defensive. Rick struggled but managed to tag Scott back into the match. Scott Steiner re-entered with vigor, executing a tilt-a-whirl suplex on Kareem Muhammad, who had just tagged back in. Despite Kareem's attempts to defend, Scott's sheer strength proved too much. Rick Steiner then rejoined the battle, and both teams found themselves in the ring for a brief but chaotic brawl. Scott executed a dropkick, and Rick followed up with another belly-to-belly suplex. Kareem and Elijah tried to retaliate, but the Steiner brothers maintained their edge. Rick Steiner continued his assault, hitting a turnbuckle smash on Elijah Akeem, who struggled to keep up. Despite Elijah's attempts to counter, Rick's relentless offense proved too much. With the momentum firmly in their favor, Rick Steiner and Kareem Muhammad faced off again. Sir Oliver Humperdink interfered, tripping Rick and allowing Kareem to land a sneaky attack, putting Rick at a disadvantage. Kareem Muhammad and Elijah Akeem then double-teamed Rick Steiner, delivering a series of stomps and an eye rake. Rick fought back with a right-hand smash but found himself outnumbered. The double team continued, with Kareem Muhammad hitting another right-hand smash and Elijah Akeem delivering a stomp. Rick Steiner managed to land an elbow drop but was clearly struggling under the relentless assault. In the match's final moments, Kareem Muhammad executed a throat lift on Rick Steiner, incapacitating him and setting up a pin attempt. With Sir Oliver Humperdink cheering them on, Kareem went for the pin. Kareem Muhammad successfully pinned Rick Steiner, securing the victory for the Zambi Express. The crowd erupted as Sir Oliver Humperdink celebrated with his team. Kareem Muhammad and Elijah Akeem, under the guidance of Sir Oliver Humperdink, proved to be a formidable force, using strategic teamwork and well-timed interference to overcome the Steiner brothers. Despite a valiant effort from Scott and Rick Steiner, the Zambi Express emerged victorious, demonstrating their dominance in the tag team division. Bob Caudle, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I'm here with two legends of professional wrestling, Ricky Steamboat and Jimmy Snuka. Gentlemen, you're set to face Taijo Khan and the Assassin in the first round of the World Tag Team Title Tournament. How are you feeling about this matchup? Ricky Steamboat, Bob, we've been training hard for this opportunity. Khan and the Assassin are tough competitors, but we're ready. We're going to give it our all and show the world why we're a force to be reckoned with. Jimmy Snuka, that's right, Bob. We've got the heart, the experience, and the fire. We're going to take those titles and... Suddenly, the fans erupt as Austin Idol, accompanied by his manager Baby Doll, struts out. Austin Idol, well. Look who we've got here, Bob. Ricky Steamboat and Jimmy Snuka, the so-called legends. Let me tell you something, boys. I've been watching from the sidelines, and frankly, I'm not impressed. Steamboat, you're the Mid-Atlantic Heavyweight Champion, huh? Big deal.
I've held titles all over the world, and I've got my sights set on that shiny gold around your waist. Ricky Steamboat, leaning into the mic, Austin, you've got a lot of nerve interrupting our interview. But if you want a shot at this title, you'll have to go through me first. And that won't be easy. Austin Idol, asterisk smirking asterisk, oh, Steamboat, I've beaten tougher guys than you in my sleep. And as for Snuka here, well, he's just in the way. So, let's make a deal. You put that title on the line against me, and I promise I'll go easy on your buddy Snuka. What do you say? Jimmy Snuka, stepping forward, you think you can just waltz in here and disrespect us? You're wrong, Idol. We're not backing down. If you want to fight, you've got it. But don't think for a second that we'll go easy on you. The tension in the ring is palpable. Baby Doll whispers something in Idol's ear, and he grins. Austin Idol, leaning in, Steamboat, Snuka, consider this my debut gift to Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. My WCW contract? Transferred right here to the Carolina booking office. And I'm here for one reason, to take that title from you, Steamboat. Get ready, because the Idol era begins tonight. The crowd roars as Idol and Baby Doll exit, leaving Steamboat and Snuka seething. The stage is set for an explosive showdown. Bob Caudle, trying to regain control, well, folks, you heard it here first. Austin Idol wants Steamboat's title, and he's not pulling any punches. This is going to be one for the history books. Tag Team Match Recap, Tejo Khan and the Assassin vs Ricky Steamboat and Superfly Jimmy Snuka. The crowd buzzed with anticipation as the bell rang, signaling the start of an epic tag team battle between the formidable duo of Tejo Khan and the Assassin and the high-flying team of Ricky Steamboat and Superfly Jimmy Snuka. The match began with Tejo Khan and Ricky Steamboat in the ring. Steamboat quickly executed a flying back kick, scoring the first points of the match and showcasing his agility. Tejo Khan absorbed the hit and was soon tagged out, bringing Superfly Jimmy Snuka into the fray. As Snuka entered, both he and Tejo Khan traded offensive moves, with Khan landing a powerful overhead chop. Snuka responded with his signature Superfly Death Leap, taking the early advantage and tagging Ricky Steamboat back in. The two teams continued to exchange blows, with Steamboat and Khan each landing significant moves, including Steamboat's flying head scissors and Khan's overhead chop. The action intensified as the match progressed. Steamboat and Khan battled fiercely, with Khan delivering a punishing elbow smash to Steamboat's back. Steamboat retaliated with a double thrust, pushing the momentum in his favor. The seesaw battle continued, with Khan attempting a choke with the tag rope, only to be neutralized by Steamboat. In a dynamic series of exchanges, Tejo Khan's relentless elbow smashes were met with Ricky Steamboat's front facelock, maintaining the crowd's excitement. Khan managed to tag out to the Assassin, who immediately executed a power slam on Snuka. Not to be outdone, Snuka landed a vertical suplex before tagging Steamboat back in. As the minutes ticked by, the Assassin and Steamboat continued their intense showdown. The Assassin scored with a stomp on Steamboat, but Steamboat responded with a turnbuckle body press, earning a near fall that was interrupted by Snuka's timely save. The Assassin then tagged Khan back in, keeping the pressure on Steamboat. In a dramatic twist, both teams engaged in a full-scale brawl. The ring turned into a battleground with Tejo Khan delivering an elbow smash, the Assassin executing an uppercut, and Steamboat and Snuka performing their high-flying maneuvers. The chaotic scene saw Steamboat's turnbuckle body press and Snuka's armbar gaining points for their team. The match neared its climax as Tejo Khan re-entered the ring, landing an eye rake on Snuka. Khan tagged out to the Assassin, who executed a grapevine and half Nelson on Steamboat, leading to a pin attempt that Snuka dramatically broke up. The relentless back and forth saw Steamboat managing to fend off Khan's elbow to the throat before launching another offensive flurry. In the final moments, a double-team effort by Steamboat and Snuka against Tejo Khan saw them executing a front facelock and thumb to the throat, respectively. The assassin tried to regain control but was met with a flurry of moves from Steamboat, who tagged in Snuka for the final assault. With the crowd on the edge of their seats, Superfly Jimmy Snuka delivered a right-hand smash to Tejo Khan, scoring a decisive pinfall. The referee counted to 3, and the victory was sealed. Superfly Jimmy Snuka and Ricky Steamboat emerged triumphant, showcasing their resilience and teamwork in an unforgettable match. The excitement in the arena was palpable as the bell rang to kick off the first-round match in the World Tag Team Title Tournament. The crowd roared with anticipation, eager to witness the return of former NWA World Heavyweight Champion Magnum TA, teaming up with United States Heavyweight Champion Ron Simmons. They faced the formidable Moondogs, managed by the notorious Paul Jones. Magnum TA started the match with fire in his eyes, his motivation and aggression evident from the get-go. He charged at Moondog Rex with a flurry of punches, driving him into the corner. Rex tried to retaliate, but Magnum was relentless, delivering a series of powerful blows that left Rex reeling. In the meantime, Paul Jones barked orders from ringside, urging Moondog Spot to intervene. However, Ron Simmons was ready. As Spot attempted to enter the ring, Simmons met him with a thunderous clothesline, knocking him to the mat and preventing any interference. Back in the ring, Magnum TA capitalized on the chaos. He swiftly locked Moondog Rex into a Boston Crab, applying immense pressure. The crowd erupted as Rex struggled in pain, desperately trying to reach the ropes. But Magnum's grip was too strong, his determination unyielding. Within moments, Rex had no choice but to tap out. The bell rang, and the match was over in less than a minute. Paul Jones and Moondog Spot were in shock, unable to believe what had just transpired. Magnum TA and Ron Simmons stood tall in the ring, victorious and celebrated by the ecstatic fans. As the camera zoomed in on Magnum TA's triumphant face, the announcer declared, "Welcome home, Magnum TA." The screen faded to black, cutting to credits, leaving the audience eagerly anticipating the next round of the tournament. David Crockett interviews Ron Simmons and Magnum TA. Post-match promo. Camera pans to the ring where Ron Simmons and Magnum TA stand, victorious. The crowd is still buzzing with excitement. Bob Caudle, microphone in hand, joins them for a post-match interview. Bob Caudle, ladies and gentlemen, what a spectacular and swift victory by Ron Simmons and the returning Magnum TA. Magnum, welcome back. How does it feel to be back in the NWA ring? Magnum TA, Bob, it feels absolutely incredible to be back. The energy, the fans, the atmosphere, it's like I never left. Tonight was just the beginning. Ron and I, we've got one goal in mind, and that's the NWA World Tag Team Championship. We've worked hard to get here, and we're not stopping until we reach the top. Ron Simmons, that's right, Magnum. Tonight was a statement. We showed everyone that we're a force to be reckoned with. Al Perez, Hercules Hernandez, you better be ready because we're coming for you next. This is just the beginning of our journey, and we're ready to take on anyone who stands in our way. Magnum TA, Perez and Hernandez might be tough, but we've got something they don't, the heart, the determination, and the will to win. We're not just fighting for ourselves, we're fighting for every fan out there who believes in us. Next round, we're bringing everything we've got. We're ready, and we're coming for those titles. Bob Caudle, there you have it, folks. Ron Simmons and Magnum TA, victorious and ready for the next challenge. The next round promises to be electrifying as they face Al Perez and Hercules Hernandez. Stay tuned for more action from the NWA. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. The camera zooms out,
capturing the enthusiastic crowd as Simmons and Magnum TA raise their arms in victory. The screen fades to credits.